Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to Beaux Happy Hour. Coming at you live from the U.S.-Mexican border. That's the border wall behind me. Actually, that's Mexico behind me if you want to get technical about it. Sorry for the delay in episodes. It's just life kind of gets a hold of you and just doesn't let go. And then on top of that, we got all sorts of wild shit going on in the world to where it's just like, who really gives a fuck about what I have to say? Other than you, ladies and gentlemen, which are mostly friends, family, and the FBI agents that are probably still tethered to me somehow. And of course, my biggest fan, I know your name, but you don't know that I know you. I don't know, I'm just gonna be fucking weird. I'm sorry, everybody. So a couple things to catch up on. Housekeeping. I made a bet during the Super Bowl. That was, it worked out for me. I mean, God, whoever played the Patriots, the Seahawks. And the whole reason why I bet the fucking Seahawks in that game is because every time a new pope gets elected or gets chosen, the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, apparently. So I was just like, why go against God? Apparently that's the fucking... I would have thought the Bears, because Pope Leo's from wherever, but I guess the Seahawks have some sort of fucking divinity going on. Other than that, I mean, it was a fun thing. We hung out at my buddy Colby's spot. Obviously, this is old shit that nobody gives a fuck about, but that's why it's in housekeeping. Got to catch you guys up with all the things since the last time we spoke. It was really sort of a beautiful, sort of pan, multicultural event, although everybody was the same, One guy was Indian, one guy was black, two guys were white, and we even had a Jew there, but we were all the same. We're fucking all Americans, you know what I'm saying? Well, not the Indian guy, but he's trying to be, so we're bringing him along, I'm not naming anybody because I don't want to fucking dox people, because being associated with me may be problems in the now or future, so we'll just keep running with that. Game was fun. We had pizza, drinks, and we were doing this thing where we were doing shots, right? And in every shot glass, every round of shots, he mixed half moonshine. Fucking Colby did. And no, it wasn't moonshine, it was Everclear. And, fuck me. I caught it once and it did not work out well. But I mean, if you're trying to watch your weight, throwing up a bunch of pizza and booze is probably a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Sorry if this is a little bit more of a jumbled screen. I'll catch you guys up to where I'm at now and why I'm even here. But let's see, after the Super Bowl, that was what, February? Yeah, might as well talk about the goddamn, the Super Bowl show. We watched the Bad Bunny show, which, Kid Rock is like, I'm not going to take my ball and go home and play with my fucking white friends or whatever. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl show that everybody wanted to watch. And here's the thing. I think even commenting on the Super Bowl halftime show is gay, because the Super Bowl is an event for everybody, right? And what is the Super Bowl halftime show for? It's for homosexuals and women who don't care about football. And I mean, now I guess I'm in that camp because I really don't give a fuck about football anymore. Because I don't want to say it's fake and gay, but it once it became a political pawn and all that type of shit, I really started to question about, because in a football game, it's like the refs don't have to cheat all the time. They just, it's the times they do, they get the call, So, but all things aside, I'm 2 for 2 with betting on the Super Bowl. Last year, I made $1,000 on the Eagles, and I didn't even watch the game. I was in the middle of fucking Gaza at the time. And this past year, I got to watch the fucking Seahawks. Sadly, I bet a lot less than $1,000, but I still, a win's a win's a win. You know what I'm saying? I hit the fucking slopes a couple times, which was nice. I did a day trip with Colby out to Hunter Mountain because I bought an Epic Pass. It was like $200. I got the veteran discount and unlimited fucking lift tickets for multiple different spots too. Like not even just in America. Some of that shit's international, like Japan, Europe and such. Different parts of America, but I didn't really. I would say I got my money's worth. I got my money back, but at the same time, I did. What would you say? I don't know. I would still like to have used it more. And so that's a fair amount of housekeeping, I guess. Uh, I've been having a difficult time finding consistent work, but it's like when God just drops into my life the opportunity, like it's like right when I'm down to my last fucking shekel, and and then next thing you know, I got a job, so I praise God, praise Jesus for that. And that's no JK either. Like I ride hard for my nigga JC, and who truly does watch over me and over the world for that matter. But some other housekeeping to bring up. We're at war. The World War III, I believe, started back in not October 7th, but I would say when the bear went over the fucking prairie into Ukraine. I would have said the mountain, but they didn't go into Afghanistan, and Ukraine's known for their farmland. But we've now hit the next stage of war. A long time ago, when I did my interview with Gavin McGinnis, I had said the interesting thing about the war in Ukraine is it's like Russia essentially is the ethno-nationalist state that kind of that most people would identify with old Europe, whereas after the Ukrainian government, I forget the name of the fucking Russian guy, or the more Russian friendly Yanukovych, I think, got ousted in that Orange Revolution. It's now the Ukrainian state is truly just backed by international types. So the balance of power of Europe was kind of dependent on how all that shit goes down, because all the right-wing governments are more the ethno-nationalist types, like your AFD in Germany, and now the UK. Labour and Tory are both fucking dead parties now. Like the two new parties are Restore and Reform, with Reform being the left-wing party and Restore being the essentially the alt-right sort of, like, let's ship everybody the fuck home if you don't have a goddamn job, which I don't see why they wouldn't want to do that. And if the fucking faggy liberals who want to allow marauding fucking boat people who murder children and rape women, either hang them or send them to whatever fucking country those other people are from. Oh, well, anyway, back to the war that's actually fucking going on that my country's waging. I thought the whole nuclear program was destroyed fucking 6 months ago, or whatever the hell we did that strike against Iran's nuclear programs. I mean, to say it's not a war of aggression would be bullshit. Like, we bombed them during peace negotiations. I'm fairly confident that's always been a goddamn crime throughout history. Like, you're not supposed to kill the fucking messenger, or at least shit on the whole peace process. Old Benjamin Netanyahu, the president of our country, he came, for the 7th time to America before we launched this goddamn war? I'm sure this will make my shit like radioactive or toxic or demonetized, even though I don't make it a penny on any of this. This is just to share my insanity with my friends, family, and of course the FBI, Kash Patel, get more people on my case. Me personally, I'm against what's going on over there. I would rather have peace with everybody than a perpetual state of war. I am America first, America only. I love my country. I served it honorably for the time in the Marine Corps, and then for all the things I did for the government that I signed an NDA that I can't even talk about. But I can talk about this. So that brings me to the here and now. I am currently working on the U.S.-Mexican border. I'm doing security operations. So I'm just basically I mean, take a look around. This is, I gotta say, my coworker, he's rather devilishly handsome, charming, hilarious, but a real fucking prick. If you can't figure out who I'm talking about, I work alone, so I can't stand that son of a bitch sometimes. But don't worry, it's not going to resort to violence. But I'm getting paid a decent wage. I'm going to be here for the next unforeseeable future. And my goal is just to make enough money to be able to provide for my kids and have a little bit of a cushion, so I could start sacking it away in things that are going to be worth something. Not Bitcoin or gold, but bullets, beans, and Band-Aids, you know, because I don't know the direction we're going, but it just doesn't seem healthy. Like, war is just only going to continue to spread, sadly, in my humble opinion. Although I wouldn't say my opinion is very humble, because I am a fucking arrogant prick with an Ivy League education who worked for high levels of the government and was a Marine Special Operations, reconnaissance, if you will. But my job here is I carry a fucking pistol and a rifle, and those are just defensive weapons. I'm not here to fucking hurt anybody. Lord knows if some fucking Mexicans try to come across the border, it would be to egress and call the Border Patrol. If I'm fired upon is when I would return. Now, if they did roll up with fucking mad gats and like, I fucking make my stand. But ideally, hopefully, I will never have to hurt another human being again. In my personal life, my young son Joseph, he'll be turning 2 in June, along with his sister Nora. But I mean, and then Lily and Barrett both have fucking birthdays coming up as well. They're sooner than theirs. But Lily's 18, she'll be 19 soon, and it's like, she calls me occasionally, but when she does, man, it just lights up my life, man. It's like, I love talking to my daughter, and I've missed her so much. It's like, man. Barrett, he calls me all the time. I love talking to him. He's bench pressing 225 pounds. He only weighs about $160, so good on him. He's got some goals. He's going to try to be trying to make it to states for swimming next year. Nora, because it's like, it's difficult to see her because she lives in Massachusetts, and I've been consistently just getting by, just making enough to struggle and to pay support every which way. But I am going. The plan is, after I get done my rotation, because have this job consistently, but it's not like every day. So it's like 30 days on, 30 days off type of stuff. So on my first little break, I want to take her and her mother to Disneyland in Southern California. That'll be fun. And with young Joseph, who I kind of started this whole little line with my kids with, his mother is going to be attempting to get not a job, but she wants to be a teacher, and the teaching certs in California are, she wants to come out here and do that. So I'm going to get her an apartment in San Diego with my buddy Paul. And the plan is the 4 of us, I guess, we're going to get like a 3-bedroom somewhere by the beach, either OB, Mission Beach, PB, something like that, so that we can have some sort of weird dysfunctional family. I mean, Joe is like going to have like a dad and an uncle living in house. And, but yeah, since I'm going to be at this little border job for the next couple of years, it's like, that would be pretty fucking rad. I don't know. It's funny, like, I've always had a connection to San Diego, because when I was a kid, before I was really cognizant, my mother and my natural father lived in San Diego, and they had to move back to New Jersey because my grandfather on my dad's side got sick. So they moved back so that my natural dad could be closer to him. And then I always looked at San Diego as like like this magical place where like my family was intact, you know. My dad went on to be a fucking disgusting piece of shit who, if I ever see again, I'll kill. And my mother remarried my actual father, Glenn Engelbert, who raised me. I took his name, and I love him and the family that took me in as, you know, bastard little Puerto Rican kid that I am. Surprise. So it's but either way, it's like, I've always looked at San Diego as like the place where I've always wanted to have my family. And when Lily and Barrett were young, Barrett was born here, and then you know, Lily spent her first few years here, and it's nice to be able to, I'll be able to kind of give that to Joe for a bit, that sort of connection. So, I mean, I really don't know what else to say, because I was really fast and loose with, I guess, the more important shit, like the war that may end not just all war, it was all life on this planet. I think it was, what the fuck, what's his name? Old Einstein said, I have no idea what weapons they're going to use in World War III, but I know in World War IV it's going to be sticks and stones. So hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully cooler heads prevail and, you know, we could just find peace. But yeah, I'll leave it there. You know, thanks for tuning in. You know, the happy hour's never been an hour. And but either way, God bless America. God bless everybody watching. And all the people not, who aren't even aware of this little tap into insanity. But yeah, God bless you and God bless America. Bye-bye.